Welcome to FNaF News. I'm your host, the Teeth Muffin, and today we're going to be talking about Funko, Youtooz, Hex, the FNaF 2 movie, and more. Now, starting off with the Hex news, we've got a bunch of new stuff revealed here, like the Ballora plush. This is surprisingly our first look at this plush. We've seen the designs of the other characters for a while now, so finally getting it revealed is pretty cool, and I think it looks pretty good. I assume the reason we haven't gotten it revealed until now is because they had trouble trying to find a good design for it. I think this one worked out pretty well. I like the little bells on the skirt. From what I can see, there's no printing on this plush, which is always nice to see. Finally, a good Ballora plush. The Funko one is terrible. And I think this is our second ever Ballora plush, which is kind of crazy. How have we not gotten more? This plush, along with the other Sister Location characters, are planned to release this December, and the Security Breach wave is set to release hopefully the end of this month or beginning of next month. So you'll be able to get these guys very soon, and along with that, we got some new info on a Security Breach Wave 2, which will apparently include a Vanny plush, a Glitchtrap plush, and a Glam Rock Bonnie plush. We also got this image of a daycare attendant plush, this one being the Moon, which I don't know if it's confirmed to release in the second wave of Security Breach plushies, but I assume it will. It makes sense that it would. Similarly, we got this Yellow Rabbit plush art, which also looks pretty cool. I'm very curious to see what it looks like in the full plush form. And he's gonna come alongside this artwork that says, "I always come back," the quote from the FNaF movie. Well, not from the FNaF movie, but he did say it in the FNaF movie also. And in this wave of movie plushies, we'll also be getting the cupcake, which we got a closer look at. We've got it here closed, and then also with the mouth opened up, it's gonna have an openable mouth, which I think is really cool. I think it looks really good close up. Gonna be a very cool plush. My favorite Hex plush so far. Definitely gonna be careful around this guy. Don't want him to bite my head off. Speaking of the FNaF movie, we have some news on the second one. First of all, filming has begun just recently on October 28th, and on that day, Matthew Lillard also confirmed that a week from then, he would begin filming his scenes. So Matthew Lillard is going to begin filming his scenes, I believe, November 4th. I think that's a week after, and that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see what his scenes will be, because right now, he is spring-locked, as we know, in the first movie, so I assume all of his scenes will be flashbacks, which confirms pretty much that there will be flashbacks in this movie, which I'm very interested to see. And the most breaking news here is that we possibly just got some set photos. I do want to say, before I show the photos or talk about how this will impact the plot, spoiler warning. Of course, you might not want to know this. This is, I believe, a leak, so I'm gonna put a timestamp here. Skip to this time if you don't want to hear about this. We got some images of Josh Hutcherson posing with some fans, and as you can see, he's very sweaty and he's at a gas station. You can see that little thing in the back there, which gas stations have, and he's very sweaty. At first when I saw this, I thought clearly this wasn't on set. He was just somewhere and fans saw him and took pictures with him, like during filming. But looking at it and thinking about it, there is a scene in the movie that might be at a gas station. A bit ago, we got these 4 pages of movie scripts shown to us. 3 of them are fake, 1 of them are real, 1 of them is real. One of them was a real page, we just didn't know which one. And with this here, Mike, all sweaty looking at a gas station, might reveal to us what was the real one. One of them, I believe, involves Mike going to a gas station to get gasoline to burn things, a common theme in FNaF, which makes a lot of sense. This would be a scene, I assume, later on in the movie where they find out, hey, these things are possessed or whatever, we've gotta burn them. And they decide to do it. It makes a lot of sense. I could definitely see it being something in a FNaF movie, and I believe this is an image showing that that is going to happen. Of course, they could just be filming something else and there happens to be a gas station there, or just a different scene at a gas station, but based on there possibly being a script where Mike is going to the gas station, I think it makes a lot of sense that he's filming a scene at a gas station. So yeah, although these images don't show much, it's literally just Josh Hutcherson covered in sweat at a gas station. It kind of reveals a big plot point of the movie, so that's huge. So yeah, I cannot wait to get more stuff like this. When we get some more set photo leaks or reveals in the future, I'll be the first to tell you. On to the Youtooz news, we finally got a 3D look of the Phantom Chica plush, which I think looks pretty good. I do think they could have gone a little heavier on the detail. I do think it looks a little too smooth, a little too clean. I think we could get some more watermelon lines on there, but I do like the color scheme. I think it looks alright. This is going to be coming alongside the version 2 of the Springtrap plush, which we've also gotten a 3D look at. This one looks super sick. You can see Springtrap with his mouth being opened up, as well as some new paint as well. I believe there's some new details on the back. Basically just a better version of the Springtrap figure. I'm very excited for this guy. Honestly, it might be the coolest Springtrap figure we've gotten so far, if it actually turns out well in the physical form. I think so far it's looking great. With this FNaF 3 stuff, they also showed us a look at the FNaF 3 print, as you can see here, which I think looks sick. This is definitely my favorite print they've done so far. It looks like a really cool, cohesive artwork. This was teased alongside the release of the new wave of FNaF Youtooz stuff, which includes the Roxy slippers, the weighted Roxy plush, the monitor buddies, and a little light. So those are on the Youtooz website right now if you want to pick them up. Speaking of merch, we've got some Funko news, which is that out of nowhere, a jumbo Glitchtrap plush has appeared. Now this was a big surprise, not only because we never got any leaks referencing this, but more so because we don't even have a normal Glitchtrap plush, so a jumbo one coming out of nowhere is crazy. I don't know if they're making a normal size Glitchtrap plush alongside it, or if they're just making this one. Maybe it's because they're not allowed to make plushies. Maybe that just applies to normal sized ones and they can still make jumbos. I have honestly no idea, but I'm excited for this. I think it honestly looks pretty sweet. I honestly think I like the design better than the Youtooz Glitchtrap plush. I think Funko did a pretty good job with it. I wish they had released a jumbo Dreadbear plush with this guy, because then we'd have the 3 sizes of Dreadbear. We'd have the tiny one, the normal one, and the jumbo one. I think that would have been kind of funny. This is going to be exclusive to GameStop, by the way. Speaking of plushies, BioWorld released this Montgomery Gator backpack, which looks so bad. His head is so long. I don't know why he looks like that. It's really funny looking, but it's not good. Something that is kind of cool and good is that Spencer's has released some new chocolate bars for FNaF. Unfortunately, they didn't make them help wanted chocolate bars. They could have so easily done like Freddy Fudge Bar, but instead they just made generic FNaF chocolate bars, the Chica chocolate, the Foxy chocolate, and the Bear chocolate. I don't know why it's Bear chocolate instead of Freddy chocolate, but I like that name better anyway. I believe all the flavors are the same, they just have different characters on the front, but I haven't tried them yet, so I'm not 100% sure. And the last bit of news here is that the Nintendo Switch port for Into the Pit is coming out on Halloween. Unfortunately, there were some delays with this. There was some issues with the software or something, I don't know all the technical stuff, but it's finally coming out, so you Switch players can finally play the new FNaF game. Well, it was new like 3 months ago, but I still haven't even beaten it, so it's still new enough. And that is all the news we have today. So if you want to subscribe, you can click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, you can click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news on the FNaF 2